The Emmerdale cast have shared their thoughts following tonight's dramatic episode in which Cain Dingle revealed the reality of his cancer diagnosis to his wife Moira. Viewers have seen that Cain was recently diagnosed with an aggressive but contained form of prostate cancer, with the show collaborating closely with Prostate Cancer UK for accuracy. In the latest installment, Cain finally confided in Moira, who is currently behind bars, about the severity of his life-changing diagnosis. Moira was devastated upon discovering that the cancer Cain had downplayed was far more serious than she had been led to believe. After the poignant episode, several cast members appeared in a video urging men to undergo regular prostate checks. The clip, which was shared across the soap's social media platforms, reminded the audience that 1 in 8 men will face prostate cancer and that early detection can save lives. The video featured key members of the show, highlighting the importance of being aware of the disease. Prostate Cancer UK reported a surge in visitors to their website following the episode, particularly on the page for their risk assessment tool. Chiara Debias from Prostate Cancer UK commented, "Cain Dingle's cancer storyline has struck a chord with viewers nationwide, motivating many men to use our 30-second risk checker and start crucial conversations about prostate health." Through this video, the Emmerdale cast are amplifying that effect, helping reach men most at risk and ensuring more are diagnosed early enough for treatment. We appreciate the ongoing support from the team and look forward to future episodes continuing to raise awareness of the UK's most common cancer. Emmerdale's Kim is poised to uncover Joe's hidden agenda after he takes a puzzling action. It's easy to forget just how ruthless Joe can be. Last December, the village was plagued by outright villains, while Joe's only scheme over Christmas seemed to be proposing to Dawn. Make no mistake, the scheming trust fund heir is operating at the peak of his cunning, motivated solely by one thing: greed. When Kim enlisted his assistants to secure all the land around Home Farm, Joe coldly set his sights on acquiring Butler's farm by any means necessary, including blackmailing Victoria over a tragic self-defense incident and manipulating Robert into framing Moira for crimes connected to a notorious criminal. This inevitably made an enemy of Cain, who was understandably furious that his wife was serving a long prison sentence, especially while he was privately grappling with a prostate cancer diagnosis. The most formidable man in the Dales refused to bow to Joe's pressure to sell his wife's property and retaliated in true Dingle fashion by taking the millionaire's prized DeLorean. In response, Joe laid a trap by leaving another luxury car as bait in the village, catching Cain on camera attempting to steal it. With Cain caught and facing legal trouble, the ruthless Joe presented him with an ultimatum: sell Butler's farm. After an emotional prison visit where Cain revealed everything to Moira, he had no choice but to accept her decision to give up the farm. As if that weren't enough upheaval, the Tate family's plans were further complicated last month by a shocking return. Graham, Joe's former mentor and Kim's ex-husband, he strongly disapproved of the Tates' ruthless methods and believed there had to be a less cutthroat approach, which is why Joe kept his true intentions secret. A smart tactic. While Kim supports expanding the Tate empire, she has openly criticized Joe's bullying tactics and warned him not to pressure Moira while she recovers from the fallout of criminal events. However, Joe ignored Kim's caution, leaving her unaware of her step-grandson's involvement in Moira's imprisonment, until now. In upcoming episodes, Kim grows increasingly suspicious and confronts Joe to get answers. After Cain reluctantly moves in with the Dingles, he's in a foul mood while drinking with his family when Joe suddenly arrives and offers Lydia a salary increase. The Dingles are instantly wary, but Kim notices more than anyone else. What is Joe scheming? Questioning why Joe is being unusually generous to her trusted employee, Kim presses him later in the week, forcing him to reveal a secret that shakes her to her core. Could Joe finally confess his plan to frame Moira to Kim? Emmerdale's Matty is set to confront a dramatic showdown over the memorial of his late sister Holly. The actor revealed that a tense storyline is coming for Matty's family, with emotions running high as the sale of Butler's farm brings old wounds back to the surface. This week, Matty Barton was left heartbroken when his mother decided to sell her portion of the farm to Kim Tate. She gave up the business to ease her husband Cain's life, but Matty struggled to accept that it signalled the end of an era for both the Barton and Dingle families. When the deal with Kim was finalised, Moira was promised she could still visit her late daughter Holly's resting place in one of the fields. Yet it appears that any sensitivities surrounding the memorial may soon be disregarded. In an exclusive interview, the actor explained, "Matty is normally the calmer member of the family, but with Moira away, he's starting to show more anger and frustration. When Holly's memorial tree is cut down, Matty is furious and feels he must confront the Tates. His biggest concern is, how will this affect Moira at her most vulnerable moment?" The interview also revealed that fans can expect plenty of emotional drama as Matty steps up to defend his family. Moira has been held in custody for several weeks, accused of serious crimes including double murder, human trafficking, and forced labour, though she was framed and is struggling to prove her innocence. Since her imprisonment, Cain has been battling a prostate cancer diagnosis, making life even more challenging amid ongoing conflicts with the Tates. Emmerdale gives fans a first glimpse as Cain finally opens up to Moira. Since being diagnosed with cancer, Cain Dingle has kept the news mostly to himself, with only a select few aware of his condition. Bottling up his emotions has caused Cain to act out, prompting Sarah Sugden to issue an ultimatum: either tell Moira or she will. In scenes airing next week, Cain finally musters the courage to be completely honest with his wife. In Monday's episode, Cain visits Moira in prison and explains the current state of his health. He admits that the cancer he had previously downplayed is far more serious than she had been led to believe. The revelation leaves Moira devastated, with the scene expected to be their longest together at over 12 minutes, highlighting the emotional weight of the storyline. Elsewhere in the village, on Wednesday, Graham Foster shares a moment with his former partner, Rona Goskirk. He tells her that he had learned about Cain's condition some time ago and has been assisting him in his conflict with Joe Tate out of respect. Rona thanks him on behalf of the family, noting that most of the Dingle clan will not acknowledge his efforts. Their interaction doesn't end there, as they also discuss their past relationship and whether there is a possibility of rekindling what they once had. Shocked by the revelation, she will then encourage him to share the news with Kyle, Isaac, and the rest of the Dingle family. Commenting on the intense scene, she explained, "That moment when he finally tells me lasted 12.5 minutes. We filmed it in reverse order. We didn't forget any lines. We just performed it that way." Emmerdale airs weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is available to stream on ITVX.